What's up, fellow nerds? Got a little unboxing to do today and thought I'd take the opportunity to talk a little bit about some collecting that's sort of comic book adjacent, and that is Marvel Masterworks. Specifically for me, the hardbound, what's called Series 1 or first series, the first 27 volumes of Marvel Masterworks. So today I received volume 5. This is Amazing Spider-Man issues 11 through 20, reprinted in hardbound. You can see the covers of those 10 issues on the back. And like I said, I think I'll take an opportunity to just talk about this series. One of the neat things about this is essentially the first time that all of the Silver Age was collected, or the majority of the Silver Age was collected, again, in a premiere format. So this is hardbound, very nice, like high-end Baxter paper. And from 87 to 93 is what's considered the first series. That's the first 27 volumes. And then after that, they renumbered them. They were softbound for a while. I think there's many hundreds. I'm pretty sure it's well over 200, might be over 300 or more Masterworks have been printed now. And there are a lot of collectibles chasing limited series or limited editions and trying to collect them all, much more massive collections than me. My collection here is modest. I'm looking to basically acquire first printings of the first 27 volumes. So cover prices on these were anywhere from $24.95 up to $34.95, published from 87 to 93. The later volumes are a bit more difficult to find. They tend to command a premium in the marketplace. But a lot of these, just being 30 years old now, they're just becoming sort of collectible, and so prices are kind of all over the map. Sometimes you can find them for cover price. Sometimes some of them will command a few $100s, but that's right where I want to be collecting because there's an opportunity, right? So if I can complete my collection now, I'm acquiring most of these right around cover price. And if I can complete my collection now, I've got them all in place for cover price. If they appreciate in the future, great, but I'm collecting them because I love them. So I want to show you a few aspects of these. Each volume covers approximately 10 issues. Volume 1 is, I have a 5th printing of it here. Volume 1 is Amazing Spider-Man, so it's AF-15, and then ASM issues 1 through 10. Now these early printings, one of the ways you can tell you have, because they are reprinting these in limited editions now, one of the ways you can tell you have an original from the first 27 volumes is there's a blurb here by Stan, and it ends with "Nuff said." The new ones are reprinted, look a lot like this, maybe almost exact, but down here they'll have a limited, limited to 300 copies or something like that, whereas the original 27 volumes don't have that. So that's one thing you can use to differentiate these from others. One thing to keep in mind is the first 7 volumes have multiple printings, as does volume 20. So let me show you some of the ways you can tell the multiple printings. So in the early volumes, a first printing here will just basically not say second printing. So this is a first print because it doesn't say second, third, fourth, fifth print, right? So this is a first print of volume 3. That's the first 10 issues of X-Men from the Silver Age. This is a volume 1, but this is actually a 5th print. So this is, I think, the last print of this. Maybe not, though. Maybe it went on to even more printings. You can tell these later printings because they will indicate here on that page, as this one does, 5th print. The later volumes, and I don't know exactly which volume this started with, but here's like volume 17, for example, which is the first 11 issues of Daredevil. These will actually say first print on the first prints. So it expressly tells you, for example, that this one is a first printing. And for these later volumes, as far as I know, all of them except volume 20 don't have second printings. So you can just buy these without worrying too much about whether or not you're getting a first or second print. Volume 20 was a really popular one. It's the Tales of Suspense 39 and then the next 9 issues. So it's the first 10 issues of basically Iron Man before he had his own title. Actually, that's not true. It's more than that because these were only 11-page stories. So it's actually Tales of Suspense number 39 through 50. This was printed a second time, so you do want to check here when you're looking for these. If you're trying to collect first printings, you will want the one that indicates here that it is a first print, like that one does. Other than that, I think you know, you want to seek out obviously ones that have nice dust jackets, and you know the book is in good condition as well. But most of these can be had, other than volume 1 and then a few of the late volumes, most of these can still be found right around cover price. So they're a great opportunity to pick up all these Silver Age still in print. You know, if you're not quite ready to go digital, but you don't necessarily want to collect all the floppies and invest, you know, hundreds or thousands of dollars in all these Silver Age books, this is a great format to read them in. Also a great format to share them with others. For years, I purchased these and gave them away as gifts. So just wanted to share my interest in these, my new acquisition, and a little bit of information about this series with everybody. So hope everybody's enjoying these videos, and keep enjoying comics, and take care of one another.